have a good shooting. There I was, in a valley in Oregon, 4,500 miles from home, in the company of a Scotsman. What the bloody hell was I doing? Lead. Lead it. Lead. Lead. Give it 3 fills. Yes! Right off the end of his barrel. Unload, gentlemen, please! Here. Shot well, I tell you, shot some great birds. Right here. Andy, here.
True to proper Scottish tradition, there was a break after the first shoot for scones, cider, and other treats. Shooters relived the first beat around a campfire.
He was I leaned over not to one of us were shooting like 30.
After the first drive, it's very traditional in England, Scotland, to have what's called a bull shot. A bull shot is a game consomme soup, and you usually cool it down so we can drink it and get on to the next drive. With a little dry sherry, just a touch, referred to as a swing lubricator. Double! I saw a couple of great shots.
The next setting, another high ridge with more than 300 challenging birds to shoot, when Wing Shooting the World with Chris Batha returns. The next setting was under the high ridge used for clay targets during training.
This is the second drive of the day. We're on this escarpment in this beautiful valley you can see down here. Pheasants are being brought out of a cover crop. I'm going to come off this rock face and they're going to fly across to that little valley over there, and they're going to be pretty spectacular. The cloud cover's breaking up, some blue skies coming through, and a big cock rooster against this sky is going to be pretty spectacular. So I hope that I'm in the king seat, as they call it, and I'm going to get plenty of shooting this time. I'm going to claim that, even if I didn't hit it.
Brilliant! I know you got that one.
Look at that. Michael! Yeah! Ole! Oh, God. Woo! Where'd he go, Dudley? Oh no! Taught these boys too well yesterday. Didn't have a shot at driven bird before. We had them on clays all day. The drives themselves were magnificent, as good as anything I've seen in Europe. And quite honestly, the birds presented were as tested as I've ever shot.
Great bags. The numbers were fine. They put all their heart and soul into it. It was fantastic. It really was.
Heads!
Chris, it doesn't get much better than this.
No, it certainly doesn't, I can tell you that.
There's some shots those guys are making on the end. Checker!
Look out for a low bird! Before he... Yes! You beat him to it. Well done. Oh, lots of lead. Yes, I'll do that. More. Oh, double it, treble it. More. Oh, no, get in front. Yeah! Nice! I've seen some excellent shooting. I've seen some birds taken that I thought were out of range of a shotgun. Overall, I think that the day in the clays really did help and get the group of guns to expect, you know, what they would expect when a driven day was underway.
The thing I liked about it was a complete package. You know, first of all, I had not shot and driven birds before, I actually didn't know how well I would do. And The fact that we could go ahead and have one day of instruction with some very, very good people really gave me a lot of good insight on what to expect the next day.
It went fabulous. I think the birds were just high flying and they came off the cliffs just as we predicted. The beaters did a great job and we had a great shoot.
One of my clients here is his first time. He's down 51 birds to his total. Absolutely fantastic. I can't wait till the next drive.
What can I tell you? Absolutely fantastic. This is as good as it gets. I've shot all over the world, shot throughout Europe on driven birds, and this is as good as you're going to find anywhere in the world. That drive was absolutely superb. And the shooting, I think they benefited from the practice at Clay's yesterday. They acquitted themselves well. Proud of them all. I just can't say what a great time I'm having.
What are you doing next week?
Next week, it's easy. I'm here for 4 extra. We went on and had a wonderful lunch.
The hunt concluded on a beat with birds flying over a creek bed near the Highland Hills Ranch cherry orchard.
After a great lunch, Dennis McNabb, not only has he put on some fine replica of driven pheasant in Scotland, he's organised the weather as well. Here it is, January in Oregon, up in the high desert region, and we got snow, and this is going to make it really interesting. Sometimes you have to suffer for your sport, and today we got snow, ice, freezing cold, and we're working hard. These birds are really tested. They're like 40, 50-yard shots, and when you connect with one, it's like scoring a home run. There was a little bit of camaraderie in the fact that we poached each other's birds. What they're doing is just shooting them straight at him over there like a rifle. And that was done with, you know, true friendship. There was no, you know, you gave as much as you took. You know, there was no holds barred, and that added to a great deal of fun. Picture book. We've been practicing all day yesterday on the clears, and it's paid off. They're shooting really well, and pegs are slightly closer together on this drive, and if you aren't quick, they're just taking the bird off the end of your barrel. I mean, they're shooting well. So in some ways I'm pleased because they took the lessons on board, and another way I feel a little bit out of it. I'm getting outshot by my own students.